Hi, my name is Shaquana Boykin. I work at Myrtle Avenue Brooklyn Partnership, and I run the Healthy Communities program. My community is very unique. It's in Brooklyn, Fort Greene, Clinton Hill. What's very unique about the community is that it has a lot of historic value, and it's also divided with lower income on one side and more wealthier income on the other. So it kind of looks like we have a lot of wealth in the community, but there's about 7 blocks on Myrtle Avenue that is just New York City Housing Authority. And we have a lot of seniors. I love people, and I value just knowing people in the community. I also live in New York City Housing Authority, so when I was given this project to develop a CSA type of format as a farm fresh box, I knew it would be hard because a lot of people do not eat like healthier items. We're so used to frozen fruits and vegetables rather than fresh. So I thought the most convincing way to get people excited about Farm Fresh Box is getting the buy-in from the community and having flyers and posters at all the community centers and even in the businesses, and reaching out to the businesses asking them like, do you want to be a part of this CSA? Could we use your space? And it just organically formed from that. We have over 150 merchants on Myrtle Avenue. So when Farm Fresh Box is about to start, we usually send an email saying like, hey, Farm Fresh Box is about to start. If you would like us to, be in your business, we only ask for about 2 tables of use, and we clean up and we will put back your tables and chairs as it is. And usually we always get like, it's never really a certain type of business. We've been in a wine shop who has a beautiful backyard, and we have inspired her to make the backyard into this garden. It's amazing. She has basil, tomatoes, everything. Like clients come in and are like, oh, can I get some of that? And she's okay with it. She even has a compost bin with worms. So it becomes this whole different dynamic when you have a space where you're outside and you can be indoors. So most of the time it's cafe. We've been in a bike shop, Red Lantern Bicycles. It's a cafe and bike shop. Very interesting. So we've been everywhere along Myrtle. So a typical day for Farm Fresh Box, we always do our distribution on a Tuesday. So most likely on that Saturday, there's a volunteer or I had an assistant that would make some phone calls. And the day of, volunteers meet us at the business around 3 p.m. Sometimes they're really early, they come at 2. And that's where they get to wash their hands, put their gloves on, unpack, and make the area look friendly, inviting for the other clients. And they get to put signs out, because even though we have this box of fruits and vegetables, sometimes people don't even realize like, no, that's not lettuce, that's spinach. So just having signs clear so the volunteers know what they're putting in boxes, because we have these cool lists where the client will have their name and then some items that they would like in their box. If we ordered it, we can put that in their box, and then you just put their name. And you are usually ready at 4 p.m. and we also, to make everything run smoothly, also when you are doing your Google form to sign up, we also ask you what time do you anticipate coming, so we know we should be packing these boxes so they're ready at 4, or these people are coming at 6:30 and we can wait to pack those boxes. So it's a little system, and they like that way. It's very clear. The volunteers, they do range. It can be the retired teacher, it can be the Pratt student, it can be a middle schooler coming with their mom because they seen Farm Fresh Box sign in the businesses and they wanted to get apples or oranges. It ranges, the race, the gender, we get everyone. It's very diverse, and I think because it's in businesses, it makes it even better, because even if you're just coming in the business and you see all this fresh food, you're like, what? I want something. So it ranges. What's really unique about Fort Greene Clinton Hill, because there's so many people that are coming in new, and there's so many people that already have been in the neighborhood. People just value food, and just being able to have affordable food in the community was really, really attracting. Our supermarkets in the community, you can buy an apple for about $1.49 versus buying a whole farm fresh box for $10 with apples, carrots, kale, spinach. So that was very attractive to people, and it just spoke for itself. Like, do you want healthy, affordable food? And people were just like, yeah. And volunteers was like, I learned so much just by coming here, learning about new types of apples that New York City grows, kale and Swiss chard. I've never seen Swiss chard. So it's really good because they learn, and they just organically come back. Like, I want to see what we're having. We do have a regular 3 volunteers, but Farm Fresh Box is such a great community. If you're coming in to get your box, a lot of people, if I'm there alone, they'll be like, Shaquana, can I stay 20 minutes, help you do a few? So even if I don't have no one scheduled, there's usually always 1 or 2 clients who will come in who can give a couple minutes of their time to make sure the boxes are ready. The most important thing is tapping into your volunteers' needs. Just asking them, like, why do you want to volunteer? Most of my volunteers will straight up tell you, like, I don't volunteer, I don't have time to volunteer. And if I come to volunteer, I know I'm picking up a box of healthy fruits and vegetables. So it encourages me to eat healthier. And I get to see all the produce before everyone else comes. So it's an added value, and I get to ask Shaquana, me, what these produce are. And we talk about recipes, and sometimes we do a little cooking demo. So they love that part, and just like being able to just do it on their own and look over and be like, Shaquana, did I do it right? So they love that. I think even beyond our having the USDA grant and a partnership with you guys, that we can lead our volunteers to keep running it if they are able to collect the forms of cash or credit and still be able to get the delivery. So I think it has it's ran really well and structured, that it can be sustained without just this grant.